Mariano XIV Jr. wrote as a letter in order to know if he has a right to the land that was bought by his father on installment. According to Mariano, his father bought an agricultural land on installment. His siblings started to cultivate the land. When their father had paid half of the purchase price of the land, their father passed away. In order that the land will still be theirs, Mariano decided to continue paying for the remaining balance of the purchase price until such time that the deed of absolute sale of property was placed in his name. In Mariano's letter, he said that before his father passed away, several properties of his father were mortgaged in order to have the money for his medications. When Mariano was able to pay the full amount of the purchase price of the agricultural land, Mariano also redeemed the other properties mortgaged by his father. Mariano is now asking whether he has the right to prohibit his siblings from cultivating the land since he was the one who completed the payment therefor. He also asks whether he can claim for himself such agricultural land and just give the other redeemed properties to his siblings. Mariano, in your letter, you failed to state if your mother is still alive and the number of siblings. You also failed to state whether all of you are legitimate children of your parents. Further, there was no mention whether your father died with or without a will. We shall therefore presume that you no longer have a mother and that all of you are legitimate children. We shall also presume that your father died without a will. In this case, it is our opinion that you cannot claim for yourself the agricultural land and just give it to your siblings, the other properties which you have redeemed. Under Article 905 of our Civil Code on the rules of succession, it is stated that the heirs must bring to collation whatever they may have received by virtue of the renunciation or compromise. There is such a principle or concept such as collation. This means that you and your co-heirs must bring together the total value of the properties. From the totality of the collated properties, the creditor's claim, if there are any, must first be satisfied. Whatever is left thereof should then be equally divided among you and your siblings. You cannot immediately appropriate yourself the agricultural land, half of which purchase price was paid by your father. We suggest that the portion that your father paid for be included in the properties that need to be collated. Whatever amount that had been contributed by your father should be divided among your siblings in the same way that the other redeemed properties will also be divided equally between you. Please be reminded that our opinion is based solely on the details you have provided us. You are free to consult a lawyer of your choice regarding your legal concerns. Thank you for your trust in People's Television. Email us at ptv4newscenter@gmail.com. This is Attorney J.J. Jimeno, Atienza, for the Rule of Law.